what you've been through, why you got scars. Since you walked through the door, I've been...
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So we're going to do some Christmas DIYs. We're going to use the Christmas tree, some jingle box, this love sign from the Dollar Tree, some Waverly chalk wax, love that stuff, our sponge brush, and some wood filler I got from Home Depot. So as you see here, we're just going to fill in that hole up at the top of the tree. It's very tiny, but I just knew it's there. So we're just going to get rid of it. So you just put it on there, let it dry for a little bit. Make sure you put enough though, so it can cover up the hole. Let it dry. And then once it dries, I normally take some sandpaper and sand it. That's all to it. Really simple, really easy. I don't need any for the back. So that's all for that. And you just let it dry about 5 or 10 minutes and then sand it down. Okay, so now we're going to glue our jingle pieces together. You're going to take 2 and put them together with your hot glue. You could use wood glue, but it'll take a minute for it to dry. So I'm just going to do all of these 2 together at a time. And you just press in really good, and then we'll be back. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to use our wax from Waverly Chalk Paint here, and we're just going to put this all over our tree. Now, normally I would put it on there and wipe it off, but I want the tree to have some darkness to it. So I'm not going to wipe it off. I'm just going to put it on there and just let it dry on its own. It's going to take a little bit longer, but I love the dark look, especially with the Christmas. So we're going to do the front end and back and our jingle pieces also. Okay. All right, so now everything is dry and we're going to glue 2 of your 2 pieces together. So you should have a total of 4 for your back and then a total of 4 for your front. And what you're going to do is you're going to actually put 1 set in front of your tree at the bottom, and then you're going to put your other set on the back of the tree at the bottom. You have to move fast with this hot glue because it dries so quickly. But first we're going to glue our love sign on. I actually should have did this last because it made my tree heavy when I got ready to put my blocks on at the bottom. But you're just going to take your little hot glue and just press down on it. And make sure you put enough because this love sign has a little weight, and this Dollar Tree is not the thickest and the sturdiest. So you want to make sure you put enough glue on in the middle and on both sides on your jute twine so your tree won't tumble over and your love sign won't fall off. Okay, so press down on it and it doesn't take long for it to dry. Oh, that's looking so cute. Okay, so now we're going to move on to putting our blocks at the bottom. Now, I don't know what I was doing. I was trying to make sure it was going to be tall enough. Okay, so now we're just going to hot glue them down. I know I've said that before, but we're just going to hot glue it down. And once again, this glue dries so fast, especially when it's on wood that has been painted or stained. And just press down on it to make sure it sticks and it's firm. And then you're going to do it also on the back side. That's the reason why I should have put that love sign last, because it's all in the way. It's just making it all bulky at the top. So just put it on there once again like you did the front. And you press down on it. And there you have your stand. And it's almost like a tree skirt. Huh? Almost, right? Okay. So there you go. That's what we have as our final first DIY. So cute. So cute. Love it. Okay, now let's get ready to do our second DIY. Okay, so here we have our picture frame from the Dollar Tree. It's the long one. I think it's the 4x6, 3 things in it. Our window clinch from the Dollar. Oh no, those came from Dollar General, but they was $1. Okay, and also we're going to use for a background. This is a poster board that I picked up from Michael's yesterday. I love it. It was on like $1 and something. So I took the back of the frame and traced out the size that I need, and I'm just going to cut along my trace lines here on this poster board. I didn't know that Michael's carried a poster board with that design on it. You know, I know Hobby Lobby carries a scrapbook paper with that design, but this has really changed the game for me. I'm just so excited because a lot of times you have a project and it's not, the scrapbook paper is not big enough. So now with this, I can cut it out to any size. Okay, so now we've cut that out. We're going to move that over to the side. And we're going to get ready to get our Mod Podge and our brush so we can put our cleanses on. So I'm going to take out the bag. And I'm actually just going to, well, first let's put the window cleanses on there. Cleanse on there first. So I'm going to use the truck with the little bottom that says Merry Christmas. And I'm just going to outline first how I want to put everything on here and make sure I have enough room. Now, what I did have to do, which I did it off camera, I do believe, is I had to trim the tree on the trunk, on the truck, because it was too big for me to put my farmhouse sign up at the top. So I trimmed some of the sign and I trimmed some of the trees at the top, which was saying fine, okay, no big problem. So I did that. And I'm just making sure everything is going to fit like I need it to. And also on those window clinch, there's some snowflakes on there. And so I am going to use some of those snowflakes also. So you see I'm going to trim around the edges of the frame. Okay, so now we're going to get our Mod Podge. I've laid everything out. And like I said, also the snowflakes was on there also. So I used some of those snowflakes. So we're going to take our Mod Podge, which this here is almost out. But I wanted to make sure I get all the use out of it. So I'm just going to put the Mod Podge on the back of the clinch. And I poured too much. As usual. So let me just scrape off a little bit of that. And so we're just going to take it and we're just going to spread it out all on the back. And make sure you get your corners very good so it can stick down. Because on this particular DIY here, I'm not going to put Mod Podge on the top of it. I'm just putting Mod Podge on the back of each one. So just make sure you spread it out all the way to the bottom and make sure your edges gets enough Mod Podge. And so we're just going to line it up. And I'm trying my best to put it in the center. I guess I'm in the center. I don't know. It looks like it. And we're just going to put it down and rub it across. So you can spread out the Mod Podge. Won't show any bubbles. Won't show any white glue in the background, which it will dry clear. So now we're just going to do all the rest of them the same way, and we'll be back. Okay, so now everything is down. I'm going to take the back off the picture frame, and I'm actually going to keep the glass in this one. That's the reason why I didn't Mod Podge the top of these clinch. And we're just going to place it in there. And we're going to put our back on our frame. And I thought this was just the perfect frame to use. I've been trying to figure out how I was going to use this. So you just press everything down all the way around and make sure it's secure. And ta-da, that's what you have. I think it's just the cutest. All right, guys, so here is our final two products. I think they turned out so lovely. I really enjoyed doing these DIYs. They're so simple and so farmhouse Christmas, I think. Okay, so thanks for watching, you guys. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, as always, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll always know when I upload a new video. And until the next one, guys, have a good one. Bye.